Hey Rupinder, sorry it's taken a little bit of time to explain, but yeah, I've got an error on this form when it comes to submissions. There's an out of memory error that occurs because the form checks that it's valid and it must enter some sort of a loop and it runs out of memory. You can see that error in the debug bug file. I'll just show you very quickly the eForms just so that you can just see where things are, but basically when you click on an element, you have a tab here for logic, and it gives you the options as to when to show or hide a field. So on the front of the form, I've got basically 3 different routes that people can go through the form, and it changes dynamically according to which option they select. So if they want to check prices, they click on this one, availability and reserves, click on this one, or just dive in and write a question is here. So one of the problems is with pricing at the moment. You need to select 3 different options, and for some reason it's jumping. The form basically moves to the next step, the next container, if the validation rules are met. So I'm not sure why, but it's now jumping forward when I haven't selected a guest, so that's a problem. But basically, with a price, when someone checks the price, they're given the option to select a date, and if they don't have a date, then they can just toggle this and the date disappears. But if they do have a date, then they check on this and move on to the next step. So yeah, that's one issue with it moving forward. Here you see you've got, do you want to ask a question? No, then this is the last step here. And this is the error that you get because something, it's entering a loop, a validation loop. So I'll just give you the other option. You've got write a question, next. That's it. It's just a 2-step pathway through question. Availability is the same again. Just check the options that you need, and then you have to select a date for availability or bookings. Once you select a date, it moves on. So that step works fine. Again, you asked, do you want to ask a question? No, thanks. Moves on to the next step. Okay. And you'll see again, there's another error. So basically, it's fix the pricing step where it's validating before you've selected the number of guests. So you see here, if you can fix that, because look, I haven't even selected it and it moves forward. So fix that, and yeah, fix and try and find what's the loop, what's the validation loop that's being caused. There must be some conflicting rules in here that's causing that to happen. And the last thing is just also, can you style this to look like the buttons that you see here? I'll show you, because at the moment this doesn't look consistent with the rest of the site. So I want it to look like a call to action button, and on this page, retreatments, programs, use flower. Site's running slow, but you'll see there's an example of an orange button. If you can make, here we go, yeah, that's it. Make it look like this. That's pretty straightforward. Yeah, that's the task.